EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Ravens of Virginia Beach taking on the Mounties of Vancouver. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Mounties nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mims in motion right. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second and 11. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. On second down, Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3.
Go check. Ready.
Here's Cook again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
He'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
At the 35-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it. You think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at ice. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Hold the check.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw here. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Marvin Mims from 17 yards out. And the Mounties are back within a score. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Mounties 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Cook up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ready?
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Ready, ready.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go, baby.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
back to throw now on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Here's Derek Stingley. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and
Here we go, sack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He's got it at the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Mounties have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Liking 18.
They pitch it out to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. 36 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
60 Vikings. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Right back to Cook for another completion. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people. But in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
He's got it to the 43 here. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a toss here, short side. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. That's good. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw.
Down the left sideline, powering his way forward.
There's the stiff arm.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment.
that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble some. It got his man complete. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Warrior 70. Ready,
Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Mounties are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The throw over the middle taken in. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd down, goal to go. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to find Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Check that. Street. Ready.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent.